I came here. I'm actually I do teaching and I do Bible teaching.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I came here to meet a church
Okay.
that I have a
think,
friend.
I think I know where this is going. Okay.
I have a friend, so I came and my friend who invited me to speak, he hadn't seen me since my hair was grown out.
Right.
He sees me come to the airport with the braids, and he looked at me. He didn't say anything at first, but I could tell it.
From his facial reaction.
Something was off. I was like, all right, we'll see where this goes. We're at lunch, and he says, can you take your braids out and your earrings out for the teaching? And I says, no. I said, why? He says, it's going to be a problem. I said, okay. What's the problem? He says, oh, people here, they see men with braids and they think really bad. They think bad things about them.
He's not like
Yeah, he thinks they're this, that, the other, whatever. And I said, okay. I said, well, I'm not going to take my braids out. I'm not taking my earrings out. I said, this is a part of my culture. I said, but I can explain to people as I teach. So he said if I didn't explain it to them, that people would stand up in the middle of the meeting,
and get out.
and like either they'll leave or they'll tell me, hey, you can't do that, right? But it actually turned out to be very positive, because I had every meeting I had to explain my braids and explain my culture.
Okay.
And it's so funny because the reason we braid our hair is because of Africa.
Okay.
The reason we do this is because we believe we're doing something rooted in our heritage as Africans,
Yeah.
right? And before colonization, hair was very much
Men been braiding
style, status, your occupation, your hair was a representation. So, but after colonization, it changed. So, anyways, I know a lot of things about history and culture, and so I was able to just very briefly explain why my hair was this way, and then I made an example. So, in the United States, two men will never, ever, ever hold hands.
Okay.
Unless they're a couple.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I see men here holding hands, walking down the street, two adult men